Central African time. Welcome to the third hour of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective with Tebogo, Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. Join us live on our social media platforms where we are streaming at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. Stay locked in for this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, because Nigerian hit maker Young Jonn is currently in South Africa following the release of his sophomore album Blue Disco, a project that has quickly drawn international attention for its sound and storytelling. Praised by Rolling Stone South Africa for its energy and depth, the album features collaborations with Wizkid, Rema, Asake, Focalistic, and further reflecting on expanding his reach while staying rooted in honest expression. Young Jonn was recently performing for a show with Asake on the 3rd of January and is currently in the city shooting the music video for his single Two Factor with Focalistic. Known as the Wicked producer, Young Jonn has spent over a decade shaping some of Afropop's most recognizable records before stepping fully into the spotlight as a solo artist. From his early production work with Olamide and Davido to global success with songs like Extra Cool, his journey has been defined by strength, steady growth, and reinvention. He now joins us on the line. Young Jonn, how you doing on this fine Tuesday?
I'm alright. How you doing?
We are fantastic, man. You are in South Africa. You're busy shooting, and we want to know more about it. What does it mean for you at the moment to bring Blue Disco to Johannesburg right now in 2026?
First of all, I must say I love Joburg. I love South Africa generally, it's amazing being here. I love the feeling. I love the vibes, great energy, amazing people, great vibes.
It's not your first time in Joburg, is it? Right?
Now, the last time I was in Joburg was 11 years ago. That's wild.
That's a long time. You must make this a regular thing, Young Jonn. You honestly, every year you must come to South Africa. It must be on your bucket list.
But you have no idea.
Love
I'm going to be here every time now.
I love it. Let's talk about Blue Disco, and because it's showing rather a clear shift in sound and mood from your previous projects. Talk to us about the creative process into bringing this one to life.
So Blue Disco is basically a reflection of how I felt over the past year. At the beginning of the year, like that's basically how I felt, And I just started recording music based off how I felt and how I was feeling at the time. And gradually, before I knew it, the projects came together. It brought itself together because I didn't force it. I don't like to force things. So everything happened like on its own, in its own timing,
How were you feeling at the time? Because now we are listening and we're like, okay, cool. I'm trying to figure out, were you happy? Were you in a period where you were reinventing yourself? You're not sure? Were you confident? Where were you at headspace wise when this came about?
I would say I was in the middle, I think that's the right word that best describes how I felt at the time. I was in the middle, rediscover myself, reinvent myself. I was on the road throughout the year, doing shows, doing tours. Then when I got back home to Lagos, I felt like mentally I was tired, So I took some time. Then gradually I got back in the studio and I started recording, and all of it just sounded like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And you've got quite a few heavy hitters on this one. You've got Wizkid, you've got Rema, you've got Asake, Focalistic. How did these collaborations come about and how do these individual artists contribute to this project?
Shout out to every artist on that project. Like I said earlier, I don't like to force things. Whenever things feel forced, I feel like they're not meant to be. So every single collaboration on that album happened happened in its own timing, Shout out to Foca, great guy, great energy, So I really just recorded and everything happened in its own place. I remember recording when I made Two Factor, I was so sure the song was not complete, so I refused to do any verses on the song. I just recorded I recorded the chorus and that was it. And I knew that this song, I'm not the one that is supposed to do these verses. And this song
Yeah.
was on my phone for the longest time. And then I was in Spain for the summer. We're doing summer shows in Spain. Then my DJ told me to send the song to Foca, that yes, Foca on the song. And then I sent the song to Foca. Foca loved the song immediately, sent me a verse. Then I went to LA. I was there, Asake just vibing in the studio. Then I played in the song and it was like, yo, he wants to be on that song. He loves the record. So like also the other collaborations, also the one with Rema, just that was an original Rema record. Rema hit me up on like, yo, recorded this song. He feels I'm gonna love the song and he feels it's my kind of vibe. And I recorded same day. What I could every single collaboration on that album happened just like that. Easy, no stress, nothing was forced, and yeah, we are.
I love that. I think that should be the theme for the year. It mustn't be forced. Let it come naturally. Let it flow naturally. Talk to us about
Yeah, that's the best thing.
yeah, talk to us about recently you were on stage with Asake in Johannesburg, and I actually want to
Yeah.
know. I want to know if the Johannesburg culture has influenced your creativity. Has the energy in Johannesburg shifted your creativity, the way you look at music, the way you express yourself? Has South Africa, has Joburg influenced Young Jonn?
Bro, I love Joburg, can't lie. And to be honest, I feel like it's very similar to Lagos. Apart from that, definitely there's some difference in the culture, but like
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, everybody's active, everybody's on the move, everybody's like a go-getter, and that's kind of similar to the way we are back home. In Nigeria. So like being here and feeling the energy from everybody has been amazing, and it makes me even want to come here more and work more with the artists out here and lucky with the producers here. And I must say the producers here are amazing. I was in the studio some days ago, like 2 nights ago, with Kabza the Small, and I heard some of the work. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm definitely gonna be out here more making music.
Wait,
Trust me.
are you
This
saying
is like my second home now.
Young Jonn, are you saying that we can expect some collaborations with Kabza the Small in the near future with
I
you?
mean, let's leave that for now. Let's focus on Blue Disco.
All right, all
And like
good.
I said, nothing is forced. We are just vibing, like we're just in the studio vibing, doing,
I love that.
chill.
Listen, for a long time, people have known you as a producer, and you were producing hit after hit for so many other artists. Talk to us about
Yeah,
shifting and moving, because you are now in the spotlight. You are now the main
yeah,
headline. Did that change
yeah.
your perception on how you make music? Has this made you more self conscious, being in the spotlight, or nothing has changed?
To be honest, I don't think anything has changed because, like, for me, it's like the same thing. I've always been making music. I've always been creating music. It's just in a different form right now. And
All right, I think we lost Young Jonn there. Oh, are we still on? We still on? Young Jonn, we still have you? Yes, you were saying.
oh yeah, I was saying like there's no switch or change, whatever. I just picked up where we it's growth is ever like everything is bound to grow and evolve, and that's exactly what has happened with me.
Mm. We listen to your music, and many will say that it resonates a lot with young audiences. What are you hoping that listeners, young and old, will take out of Blue Disco beyond the music, of course?
Yeah, beyond the music and the dance and everything on Blue Disco, I feel like there's a lot of conscious message in that album. I spoke a lot about my life, growth, and how I moved from here to there, point A to whatever point we are now, and our life is a journey. I really just sang about my journey on that album. So I feel like from there, people should be able to pick up the importance of resilience, how know that you just got to keep going regardless of whatever it is happening in your life. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, because there's light at the end of the tunnel, no
Oh,
matter how long the tunnel seems. You know what I'm saying?
oh, I love that. In Young Jonn, the AFCON is currently underway. Who's your money on?
Come on, you know who my money's on, bro. You guys are out. So you
Yeah,
guys went there to come up and dance our
we
piano.
we know we are out, but do you still think that Nigeria is gonna? be crowned
Of
AFCON
course,
champions.
of
Is that where you
course, of
stand?
course, of course, bro. Of course, Nigeria is gonna win the AFCON. We all know this. You know this. I know this. So you know.
Listen, Young Jonn, we'll see. We'll see in a couple of weeks' time how this all plays out. But for those who would like to follow Young Jonn's journey and catch up with your latest projects, where can they find you on the socials and perhaps even a website?
Like you can find me Young Jonn everywhere. YOUNGJONN on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on everything. Young Jonn. Just follow me everywhere. And yeah, let's go. Asambi, Asambi, right?
Asambeni. I love it. And then your message, Young Jonn, for your fans for the year 2026. What are you hoping personally to achieve this year? And what are you hoping for those who are great admirers of your work?
I mean, I'm just gonna say like we're gonna continue where we left off. 2025 was a great year. 2026 is starting on a great big energy. So we're just gonna keep pushing, expect more vibes, we're just gonna keep rocking, like I said, I don't like to force things. So I'm just gonna keep putting in the work and let's see where it goes. I'm very confident about what this year has to offer and yeah, let's go.
Oh, Young Jonn, it's been a privilege and an honor having a chat with you. Thank you so much for your time. All the best for the rest of the year. And we can't wait to see Blue Disco trending in all spheres on the African
Yeah,
continent
yeah.
and beyond. Shout out.
Thank you. Nkosi.
Oh, he's been learning. He's been learning, Young Jonn. It's 18 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. His latest body of work, Blue Disco. And that's why Young Jonn is in South Africa, in Johannesburg, to be precise, at the moment. This particular body of work, I mean, it's blending quite a few genres in there. It's got Afro beats, it's got disco, it's got dance hall, and a bit of pop influences as well. So Blue Disco, check it out, by Young Jonn. It's 19 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time.
Madapiri.